Uh, Hi. Good morning. Um, Hi. I've been going through it a lot. There's been a lot going on lately. I can't really put into words. Um, it's absolutely why I haven't been streaming very much often. Uh, okay. I don't really know. But, uh, my life feels like it is in nothing but sham. Um, I've been going through a lot of things all at once, and I don't really have the capacity to deal with it at once, but that's what I have to deal with. Um, it's not always things that ruin my life. Could be sometimes, but for the most part, the biggest issue is the fact that there is no. I've missed most of my streams. I've been unpresentable during them, having horrible, absolutely horrible time trying to do anything in my life. It's been difficult for me to get out of bed. I've been lashing out at people, some who do deserve it, some who don't, but haven't really been able to control myself because of everything that I've been. I am somebody who is normally medicated for my moods or my behavior, and my medication has stopped carrying out the function that it unable at a replacement, and even attempting to do so has become a point of contention. Uh, Feels like there isn't really an sight. It feels like it's just one or another, and when that's done, there's another and another. And I don't know how much longer. But at present, I'm putting up with. Um, Sorry for the. I've lost friends. Lost friends because of everything that's going. Inability to properly communicate my feelings. There are people who feel that I am a monster for how I've been behaving, and there are people who not acknowledge that hurt. I'm very at present. I don't think there is a more apt descriptor for how I feel. Fatigued. It's beyond simple exhaustion. Something about exhaustion that when you're exhausted, at least lie down and rest. What I am is in a forced market. Feels like every time something happens and I have a moment to breathe because it's over, I'm already dealing with the next crisis. And it's been a repeating process. I get up for the sole purpose to get knocked back down. That is the entirety of what I am in my day to day life. I am running out of money. I'm running out of resources, the ones that I had in the first place. I have no pathway forward. One of the few things that I've been able to do to deal with that is spend time with my friends, and now I'm losing. Lately, I have come to terms with the fact that there are a lot of people that don't really understand how I feel about any given scenario at any given time, about any given subject. It feels like there are a lot of people who simply do not understand where I'm coming from or why I feel the way I do. And they don't try, just think it's not their business, and they try to give empty support that ends up causing more damage then and then it's fault. I have in the past been given a hard time for sharing how I feel about a particular subject because it makes me feel negative. And then later, when I have a complete outburst, I am shamed for having not shared my feelings on the matter ahead of time, or this became too big of a deal and nobody could figure out how I felt about it because they had been the ones to tell me not to feel or not to feel. And I just realized my bangs are making it hard for VTube Studio to read my eyebrows. I'm hurt, tired, and I can't stop. I can't do anything about it. And I'm running out of people who are bringing me sympathy. In some cases, that's my fault. In some cases the responsibility is shared, and yet I am the one who has to burden it. I'm hurt a lot, and it feels like it just every time I'm able to deal with it, there's something else, and I can't deal with it. And it's an increasing event. It just keeps happening, and I don't know where I can deal with it. So that's why I haven't been streaming very much. I had a talk with my father. It's why I was late to start this stream. And it very it was very helpful. It was it was a moment of it was a moment of clarity and a moment of understanding and realization that I very much need. It was not expected. It is why the stream played, but it was I don't really have a good term for it. It changed brain chemistry, quite frankly, because it told me about some things that I wasn't aware of past, about instances where I felt completely alone, be understood, and nobody wanted to understand, and nobody was willing. There is an instance in the past where I was very much vilified for who I was, and I didn't realize that my mother went to war for me. It is very difficult to describe it as anything other than having gone to war for me, and I didn't know. I didn't know until, and it was a very long time. I'm 38 years old, and it was sometime 17 or there are a lot of instances in my life that were made drastically worse because people did really in a lot of those cases it was my fault. I used to be a compulsive liar, and I would do that because I was always terrified as to how people would. I felt that people would I always felt that if people knew who the real me was, they would hate me. If I told them the truth about things that I had done, they would think less of me. They would hate me. They would feel that I am not their love. And so I would lie about small things, about everything, because it was better than letting people know who I was. It was letting them love me. It was letting them think that I had value. That was how I saw it. And I've been dealing with that my entire life. When I felt that it was okay for me to have a sense of self value, a sense of self preservation, a sense of self respect, one of my friends of 15 years told me that I was a terrible person and treated me like a threat. been dealing with this kind of thing for a long time, and I had to sit in silence as as my friends, mutual friends of ours, refused to get involved. Refused because they didn't want to pick a side. They wouldn't even hear what happened. They didn't want to, and I've been having to deal with that for a very long time of needing to be silent for everyone else's consideration. Recently, that culminated in me exploding at a social circle that I'm part of. I'm sorry to the people that I hurt people very badly when I did that. But, you know, as horrible of a situation as it was, I had to do it because it felt like otherwise I wouldn't be heard. And in the end, it feels more like people only heard that I was shouting, but not what I was shouting. And I need to talk, not in a way that I can accuse them of not caring, but so that I can help them care. So I can help them understand. But lately, it's been a grand culmination of my pain I've been dealing with. I've been dealing with the fallout of it as my life has been crumbling around me. I don't know what it is to be happy. I don't know what that. I have not been in a situation. The closest I have ever been is here in the Divine Garden, talking with you guys, playing video games, getting along with you, spending time with you. This is the closest that it's been. And it feels like that's going to be taken from me at some point. I don't know why. I just have this ominous feeling. I don't want to do that. I love you guys in a way that is very difficult to put into words. I think if I hadn't had the talk with my father, this would be going very. I would feel really awful still, but I feel like there is an actual because I talked to my. So as recently as 2 hours ago, I felt that there was no. I just hope that puts things into perspective. I'm sorry for not streaming very often. Sorry for not having the mindset to be entertaining, to be somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you can be happy for, somebody that you can be happy to see. I will do better. I hope it'll be enough. Thank you, all of you, for being here for every second that you have been. Thank you for those who aren't here. Thank you, Mud. I just, you know, hopefully, yeah. I just want to be happy and want to make others happy. I want everyone to be happy. Um, who are our mutuals? I actually can't think off the top of my head. I don't know. I think I think it would help to share this VOD with people that we both know when it gets there. Go VOD status. So the stream's over. I know there are a lot of people who aren't awake right now, a lot of people who can't tune in right now, and I really want them to be able to see the VOD. Because there are a lot of people that I very much care about, and I very much want to hear all this. Having more difficulty than I really know how to put into words. Yeah, definitely TC and Ronnie. I think that would help. I just really wish that I don't know. I don't know how to put I don't know how to put it into words properly. I've and struggling. Like I said, it's been a struggle. It's been a constant, unending struggle, one after another. I'm not well. Like I can safely say that current circumstances, I'm not okay. I'm not doing all right. Nothing about this is good. Nothing. So hopefully it'll get better. I'm gonna push to make it better. I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. Also, just because I want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I want everyone to be happy. I don't like struggle. I don't like going through it. I don't think anyone should. I don't think there's such a thing as an evil person. I think everyone's had a circumstance that has driven them down the wrong road. And I hope that nobody does. That we close those roads someday. I've been dealing with things like access to medication, um, access to an escape, friends that don't understand me, and I don't know how to communicate with them. It's been a lot. Um, and I wish I could change these things. Maybe someday I'll be able to. Right now, I appreciate all of you for sticking with me, for being part of this, being with me, and hanging out. There will be a brighter future. I don't know how long it'll take, but there will be one. Don't know when, don't know where. Someday. Looking forward to it. And hey, I mean, at least there's something to look forward to. Kind of. Or, hopefully. Hopefully there's something to look forward to. But I'll never find out if it ends here. I'm gonna keep it from ending. Uh, no. I'm gonna Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you. So I'll see y'all next time in the Divine Garden. No? Yeah. Everyone have a good day. Um, Hang on. Sorry, I was trying to. Yeah, hopefully that works. Okay. I just don't like. Yeah. All right. See you guys next time. Hopefully Friday. I'm gonna maybe play horse game. Who moves me? Bye bye.